Hello again and welcome to Sucking at Games. Today we are playing Wastelands 2, in which I plan on making a full walkthrough of, even though myself haven't actually played it to the end yet, but eventually I guess I will. Today we'll be starting simply with creating the characters in relation to the skills of the first characters that you get in the game anyway. So you get a 4-person team to begin with, and 3 people you can additionally add to your team in the game itself. I like to customize my characters. In most cases, I actually didn't even bother looking through the other characters here in the list, but I guess some of you will probably like to pick those. But anyway, okay, that was weird. That was the first time that happened. Skills that you do not need. If you pick, or if you take the what's her name again? Deeth at the very beginning of the game would be hard-ass, since she's already a hard-ass. You don't need outdoorsman, since she's also an outdoorsman, and weaponsmithing. She also has weaponsmithing herself. So those are 3 skills that you don't need to begin with in any of your characters, because the skills pertain to the whole team and not just for her. Well, you do. Oh, and brute force. She is also a brute forcer. But yeah, so I won't be creating a character with any of those skills, since I'll be taking her with me. And also I'll be taking the doc from the, what was it called? The AG, the farm map area. And she has surgery, pistols, and what was the other thing? Surgery? Oh, and computer science. She's a hacker. So she's a hacker doctor. So those are 2 skills that can be covered very early in the game by picking up other people. So that leaves you with skill points for your other characters. One thing I've also learned is to try not to group the same type of weapon, simply because ammo is very rare. And if you have a full team with assault rifles, then it will be really hard to find enough ammo to use them. Also, bladed weapons are horrible to hit. I had, in my second team, I had a full strength fighter, but while the others had about 200 kills, she only had 9. So I really think that's pretty much a very useless skill. So I won't be using bladed weapons either. But in general, I guess spreading out the weapon types evenly among all the characters is really nice. And it also helps to do 2 weapon types for each character, because for each weapon type you click, you get the weapon for the character as well. That being said, yeah, I kind of like to drop luck down to 1 to start off with, since, I don't know, just for the extra possible constitution, I don't think it's really worth it. And yeah, I guess that's the way I start it usually. Then depending on what type of character I'm making, I just kind of adjust things. Oh, and certain characters won't join your group if you have an overall too low charisma. So I don't know if you want to, I don't even know what the level is for some characters, but generally I'm not too worried about that. So strength is always very practical, since you do lug around a lot of junk. And intelligence is also really nice due to the extra skills that you get per turn, so I always usually give them 5 intelligence because it adds an action point and a skill per level. And what else do we have? Could go full fighter. I have noticed though it almost doesn't matter how much combat initiative you have. The other units, the enemy units, tend to always move first. So they usually have a lot more than you do. It's like they have awareness and speed on full settings or whatever. And my first character will be I guess he'll be an assaultist. So an assault. If we have an assault weapon, she needs something to even it out. Oh no, let's make her sniper. She starts out like this. And if she has a sniper, then she needs a close-up weapon. Skills are always practical to have at least one person in each, or have exactly one person in each team that knows the skill, because we'll constantly be popping against safes and locks. Locks are everywhere. It seems like they had to lock every single door, even if it's in the same house. It's just a room. They'd lock the door just for the heck of it. Traps. Everything is trapped, locked, trapped, locked. Everything's just insanely. So those are 2 skills that are very important, the locks and the safe crackings and the disarm traps. Though usually most of the traps are just too weak and you can just blow them up anyway and just heal yourself afterwards or whatever. But anyway, a hard decision what I'm going to do. We'll take the important one. Not so. In my arms. And that looks good. Let's color Doc. No, let's go rid of K. she's going to be mini. Alright, that's my doc. Oh, I've noticed if you give them... I haven't figured out what the hell smokes are for, but if you give them a cigarette type, you'll automatically get a package of that type of cigarette. Though... Look kind of European to me. I haven't figured out what the cigarettes are for yet, either. But you can sell them for $5. That looks like the dock. Okay, so this is my dock. Now, we need at least one person who has a high perception. That's pretty important. Where it is. Because without perception, you won't be able to find traps and stuff. So the perceptionist will be a... Energy weapons seem to be very practical because there are a lot of things with armor and they do extreme damage, especially when you're fighting the robots. So that most certainly doesn't hurt. And what else are you gonna be? Gun? Most energy weapons don't have that far range, so I guess I'm gonna do a bolt. Or it's kind of hard because energy kind of is range, but I'm gonna do a sniper. Not that. Maybe the heavy. Heavy's also. It's two thoughts go into deciding what weapons the character uses. The first, the range, and secondly, the armor penetration. So it helps to kind of have both for each character, so you can switch between the weapons. Because switching strangely doesn't cost action points. Shotgun has a nice spray effect. Okay, and you will be perceptionist and like action points, oops. Action point. Go to there. And one that's always practical. Would have been another action point, damn it. Oh, that's not my luck. Okay, so we take luck down one. And the next one would have been another constitution. Oh well. Yeah, you don't need charisma. Ah, yes. Okay. I got intelligence. Having intelligence to 4 is always, in my opinion, the best, because you have to get it up 3 more levels before you actually receive something again, which would be another action point in that case. So if you do fill it up, you get 2 skill points and another action point, which isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. So it always helps to have it there. I'm not sure if you locate another point afterwards, if it gives you all the missing points that you've already leveled up, or if it only gives you points when you level up with your intelligence skill at that time. That's something I'll have to remember to check. But this one will be a... Crap, I already forgot. Was it the fuel medic demolish this, or what did I do with that other one? I guess it'll be the lockpicker and the safe cracker. Okay. What do we have? That actually doesn't look bad on this one. Okay. Yeah, I forgot what I skilled this one as again. Darn it. Yeah, this was a perceptionist. So I kind of like giving them names that kind of mix in with what they are skilled for. Maybe I should call her View Crack. Okay, but anyway, I'll stop this video here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, so I lied, I'm back. And I just thought I'd finish showing off my created characters and their skills. So my first one, Crack, is my safe cracker. She gets the skills safe cracking and pick locking, as well as perception. She's going to be the one who finds all the errors. For her weapons, she has the energy weapon for short, I guess it's more or less short range, and the shotgun for even shorter range. But energy weapon has a very high penetration for armor, and the shotgun does not. Her skills are pretty average, but in her case, both energy weapons and shotgun doesn't need a lot of action points to shoot usually. Shotguns are around 5 or 4, and energy weapons are also around the same thing, so you might just be able to get 2 shots in if you get a good weapon to be able, so that works. And she's also kind of a pack mule, which most certainly does not hurt. Yeah. Then we have Meki, who would be my mechanical fixer. She gets the mechanical repair and the toaster repair skill, and also the smartass. She's going to be my smartass speaker. For her weapon, she uses assaults and submachines, which also do a nice match, especially with her 10 action points, since the first assault you get has 6 action points, and the first submachine you get has 4, which together make exactly 10, so you can actually shoot twice right from the beginning using both weapons. Of course, the range is different, but doesn't really matter, I guess, for the most part. And long range for the assault weapon, short range for the submachine gun, no puncture for the submachine gun, and high puncture or medium to high is what it says here, but I would say generally high for the assault rifle, so it's a very evened out version. And she also has high on the coordination, strength, and intelligence, as most of the characters that I've made have. Yeah, I don't bother usually with the age, religion, or the smokes, since I don't even know if it's even needed for anything yet. Okay, my doctor. Extremely high on the coordination, and that would be simply because I need the action points for her. Since she uses sniper rifles, though the first sniper rifle that you get uses 6 action points to shoot, but afterwards I think the last one I had 5 or 4, so it does go lower, but meh, I like action parts anyway. But in her case, I went high on intelligence, high on coordination, and average on everything else besides the luck and charisma, which she's extremely low. And she's my kiss ass, so she does a lot of sucking up. Plus medic and alarm disarming. Medic would be a high profile skill as well as kiss ass. And alarm disarming, well, who cares if the alarm goes off? You just have to kill a couple more people. And here we have high AP, puncturing, and long distance. And here we have low AP, low armor, puncturing, and short distance. So we have both, again, very balanced. Yes, and Bossia. This would actually be my leader. That's why she's called Boss. And in this one I also did the high action point setting again, because she uses heavy weapons. And this is actually the first character I am doing with heavy weapons, so I don't even know what I'm going to get. But she also set up with handguns, so it's also a very evened out damage setting. And she only has 2 additional skills, the demolition disarmament and the leadership, which is very practical simply because of the additional 2 hit for nearby allies, though her range is not very good right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave like that, but I think I am anyway. But whatever. Eventually I guess I'll skill up. I think every 10 levels you get a attributed location point, so I guess eventually I'll have it up a little higher. And yeah, that's my setup. And I'm going to play an easy time because I like stories and I don't like having to work too hard. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.